Don't you think
I
one
know.
female?
No, I know. Oh, I know. Sorry. You gonna have this discussion on here?
I mean, it's recording,
It's
so let's
males.
go.
It's all males. Males. I
Welcome.
don't even want to talk about that yet, though.
Is this your first sibling interview?
It is. This is so crazy.
Here, because you the oldest.
No, go ahead. Ladies first.
All right, go ahead.
Hi.
Tell us. This is your second interview, right?
Is it?
It is. Yeah. And we having it at the spot.
Farm free.
Yeah.
And I'm butter.
You set this all up. I said I wanted to re-interview you because I do 6 months to a year just so everybody can see the growth. He was like, "Oh yeah, you should interview me. My brother should do it."
Right, I did.
And then I got a phone call earlier.
How do you know that?
Because everything you do, I know.
Okay. I don't know, who did I interview first? I think I interviewed you. Yeah, you first.
And he was shortly after.
Yeah, because I didn't know the child was related.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We look alike.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's from me. Thank you.
It's from you?
Absolutely.
No, it's like
he's the oldest. Absolutely.
So you have a book.
I do have a book.
Did y'all grow up in the same house together? Okay.
We did. But this is the first one. The second one is due out. It's gonna be in July of this year.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Wow.
So the next one is called "Who Is She?"
Oh wow.
Who is she?
Who are you?
Your sister.
Okay.
Make sure you hold the mic up.
Can you hear it?
You can just
talk into the mic.
Talk into the mic.
How do I know if I can hear it or not?
You can't. No, you don't know if you hear it. I just.
Yeah.
So talk about your book.
Who? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So is this one kind of a piggyback off of that?
It is a piggyback. It'll pick up right where this one left off.
Because I don't know y'all. Because she did say she gave me a book, but she did not.
And I believe I did.
Because I would have read it. Because I even think I said in here it's been some months ago. I said, I didn't get a book. He's like, oh, I'll bring you one. Really? Yeah.
Because I could have swore you got one. That's okay.
Y'all, it's
we'll
the
get
drink.
You one.
It's
we'll
the
get
drink.
You one. We'll get you one.
When you step in here, you stepping into a whole nother world.
Yes, mine is on the table. Definitely. Oh.
So, Rob, what you got going
on? I don't really have too much going on. Just doing the work. Still a life coach for Indie Peace Fellowship program. Still career navigator for Martindale Brightwood Community Development Corporation. Just working with these young men, man. Just trying to get them life-changing goals, that could impact their life for the good. Not only for them, but for their families as well. So
how many people have you impacted since the last time we talked?
I actually had 3. I had 3 with the Indie Peace Fellowship graduate out the program. They're doing amazing. 2 brothers and then another guy. And then as far as Martindale Brightwood, this year we had 13 young men that we graduated. So
nice.
It was amazing. Yeah, they ended up leaving with their HSE and leaving with their NCER for certification for construction. So
nice.
Yeah. So yeah. And I'm also trying to self-focus to finish my book. Yes. So hopefully it'll be.
You're gonna get done this year?
This year, yes.
Are you self-publishing it?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
so I have some people that's really actually here really to help me make sure it gets out. So I have some amazing people that I've connected with that's really supporting me. Nice. Really want to support me to help me.
That's good.
Get it out there. So yes.
Well, you have a story.
Yes.
And we'll allude to, I'm gonna post your previous interview so people can hear that and then post this one.
So so my book is going to be called Love by Different Strangers.
Wow.
So yes, I tell people, me growing up, people may not know, I was molested from 5 to 15 by women. I was in the streets, 14, alcohol, drugs. So I just feel like I was loved by all these different strangers. I call them strangers because, I was looking for somebody to love me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I said that'd be the perfect
Absolutely, I love that title.
Title of my book.
And there's
So,
going to be
yes.
people that are going to be able to, relate to that.
Yeah, because
Because I feel like molestation has happened so much in
mhm.
our generation. Like,
And for me, I thought it was okay. Hey, this young guy got these older women
no,
as a kid,
I know of a
and
guy
I
same way.
really just thought. Actually, I really thought it was okay till probably a couple years ago when I actually heard this song by Jeffrey Osborne called "Stranger." He's like, I was loving strangers because I had nobody to care for me. And when I heard it, I was literally on the highway. I had to pull over, put my hazards on. And I just bawled out crying,
Wow.
like, yo, I really was taken advantage of as
Yeah.
a kid. Like, yeah.
By older women.
Older women.
And you don't think that happens
No.
to guys. It's
No,
not
it
talked
does.
about.
We don't talk about it because
Yeah.
we think it's okay, but it ain't okay. But yeah. So, yeah.
No.
But why do you think it's okay?
Oh, so why did he think it was
Why I
okay
think it was
up
okay?
until a couple years? Yeah, why?
Because I was like, I got an older woman, like I got this older lady doing something for me, taking care of me. Like, truth be told, I'll never let know, but I dealt with a woman like there was a school teacher in my school from 7th grade all the way to 9th grade.
Wow.
So yeah, like that done everything for me, like shoes, everything. Like she took care of me, and I thought it was okay. Like I really did. Like I got this older women, I got this older woman, and yeah, I thought it was. I thought I was living my best life, but yeah, I really wasn't. I was really taking advantage. And I think because I guess I was looking for love. I felt like I wasn't getting it at home, so I just started looking for love elsewhere. Well, like I said, whether that been women, the streets, uh, alcohol, drugs. It was just I was searching for something. I just felt like it was a type of love.
Do you think that happened with that happening to you, that kind of moved you in a lane that if it wouldn't have, you may not have gone certain ways?
Possibly. I feel like it held me back from a lot. All of it. Like I say, God has a purpose. He had a plan and a purpose for my life, and I can't do nothing thank him. I got a story to tell. I just want to get it out there for the people that may be scared to talk about it, especially with men, because we as men don't like to talk about nothing.
Not at all.
Yeah, so I think me by doing that, maybe somebody can read this and hey, maybe talk about what they've been through as a child. So yeah.
Yep. What you got?
That's enough.
And that's why she wanted you on the show.
So
she got her method to her
Am I being
madness.
interviewed by both of y'all?
No, I don't know what
This
she
is
doing.
set
She
up
she trying to be my assistant. So now she about to be my co-host, I guess.
No. So listen, that is a piece that I didn't know.
Wow.
So I know some of it, but not all of it. And the fact that we did not grow up together and our stories are so much similar. So he actually was involved in the drugs, I'll say. So he actually was experimenting and whatnot with it. And I actually was not experimenting with it, but I was surrounded by it. So I had my mother, father, grandparents, aunts, all of them that were around me were either using drugs or were alcoholics. So the fact that we were so far apart, didn't even know about one another, and then once we did become close, to learn that we have so many similar stories is beyond me. It's beyond me. The fact that my brother was molested and my brother was using and dealing and whatever else he was into. And then I was on the opposite end of it, watching it happen in front of me. Is it's really emotional for me to know that those stories are so similar. And I know how I feel about the things that I went through. I can only imagine how my brother feels and the things that he dealt with. And not only that, but he has his own children, and those children look up to him. The fact that he was able to come out of it like he did, and and flourish in other things, I'm so proud of him. He's got so much to be thankful for. His testimony is stronger than what he thinks it is.
Oh, absolutely.
So the young men that look up to him, the young men that he brings to church with him, and I can look down the row and see them sitting there and really taking in the word that they're getting at church, and they call him. They're like, "Can you pick me up for church?" He may grumble a little bit, but he's got them. And the fact that he does that for them is, I can't be prouder of him, and I'm just a sister.
Yeah.
As I'm proud of her, like I know her story. Yeah, like I really didn't know what she was going through. So I think I went when you had your book review, and yeah, and she talked about it, and I was like, man, my baby sister went through a lot. Yeah, it just blew my mind, and when she was telling me her story, I was like, it really made me come out with my story. You know what I'm saying? She motivated me more than she know for me to talk about what I went through. You know, my trauma, my trials, my tribulations. So yeah, yeah.
I think we feed off of one another a lot more than what we would even say that we feed off one another. Because honestly, on Sunday mornings when it's time for me to go to church, I'm texting. You going to church?
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Is that what you say?
I can be in the word, clapping, my mind, I'm in the, and she slaps me in my head all the time. Like it just makes me so mad. Yeah, I really be so upset. I'll be like, man, ooh, you lucky you my sisters. These are so strange. I might put out the church like, oh my gosh, she does it all the time. Like nudge my head or smack my neck.
I'm coming from behind, so at least you know it's me.
You need to come from the pulpit.
Dang.
No.
So yeah, but
So y'all didn't grow up together. So when did y'all find out about each other?
I think the twins was what?
Oh, so y'all was
They
adults.
wasn't born yet.
So y'all was adults.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they weren't born yet, but
And you wouldn't like the bond that you all have just in the brief interactions that I've had. Like you would never, you like y'all. You would think y'all was in the street playing when y'all was a kid. No, for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
But what Rob doesn't know is that when my brother went to treatment this last time, that was an eye-opening situation for me. I didn't realize. I knew I loved my brother, but I didn't know the extent of the love that I had for him. When he called and told me what he was going through, took me out.
Nobody believed me. That's the crazy part. My own pastor didn't believe me. I told him what I was dealing with since 14 years old. He's like, stop playing because I guess I hid it. I hid it well.
So well.
I hid it very well, you know, to nobody really knew unless you probably was a close person that I was doing it with or, you know, my mom, you know, she seen it, you know, but you know, mother always gonna love her child. But yeah, nobody knew. Like I hit it. Like I always dressed nice. I kept my job.
Wow.
It was functional.
Yeah.
Functional.
So,
And the only way, the only reason that I caught on to it was we were in church. We were in church, and Rob was not like sleep, and I'm like, and he looking at me. I was like, oh shit. That's the only. That was it because looking at him,
Yeah.
no. But that's just like looking at me.
Yeah.
You
No,
just
not
would
at
never
all.
know what somebody is going through unless you sit down and you have a conversation with them. But I can say that we are up underneath that umbrella of mercy, both of us, because I'm was just everybody is just one bad decision away from exactly where he was.
Absolutely.
Or exactly from somebody that does not have a place to stay. All one bad decision, one paycheck away from being there too. So I'm just grateful that not only he was able to come out, but I was able to come out and help whoever I help in any way that I can. When I wrote the book, it was not for it wasn't for anybody but me.
Yeah.
And the goal for me was, okay, I'm gonna write it. I don't think it's gonna do much, but if I help one person, that's enough. And once it came out and I seen the multitude of peers coming out of the woodwork, sending inboxes and saying, I never knew you was going through that, or was going through the same thing, but because I was living at home with my grandmother, she was saying, I can't tell nobody.
Yep.
Whatever happens in the house stays in the house.
Yep.
You don't need no counselor. What's that gonna talk to the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
So that was what we heard when we grew up.
Yeah.
So once I got older and figured out that me talking to the Lord is okay, but I need somebody that I can talk to that can talk back to me immediately because I need some response. I need some answers. I got questions. Somebody got to help me with this. So I had to find a therapist. And people think that if you go to a therapist, it just automatically makes you mentally unsane. No, it does not.
Oh my God! And she could connect me with her therapist though. When I got back, yes, because like my kids, I was in the streets, I never was in my kids' life. But hey, what was her name? Miss Bond. Yes, Miss Bond. Yes, love you, Miss Bond. Thank you for everything. But yes, like she did an awesome job. Like she brought me and my daughter together. Like that's my best friend. Like she's amazing. Like she brought all my kids back to me. Which, like I said, that was the first time I ever did therapy. So now, fast forward, like I have a therapist now, man. I see her every Monday. Like, oh my God, it's like me. You know how you get a new pair of shoes? Like that's how I feel like when I'm about to see her.
Absolutely.
Like remember I used to couldn't go to sleep because you got a new outfit when you was in school. Yo, that's how I feel when I'm going to go see my therapist. Like she is the bomb.
So when you leave there, what do you like? What is your experience?
When I leave therapy?
Yeah, when you leave therapy, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel great. It's like something. It's always a new piece of the puzzle. Another piece of the puzzle of my growth. So
because everyone has their own thoughts on therapy.
And I love it.
Oh, why you gonna talk to a stranger, or they're gonna feed stuff into your head. I always say it's like they help you, they guide you to find what's missing. Like you said, that puzzle that needs to be put together. They're asking those leading questions to get you to think. And then when you say shit out loud, you be like, oh, well, damn.
Yes, for anybody that think therapy is not needed, especially in the Black community, please go get therapy because we all need it. Some type of form of therapy.
Talk to somebody that's like they don't have any. They're not going to be hurt by what you say,
right?
Because that's a lot of times why it's hard to talk to family because you're telling them some traumatic. They over here crying because they feel bad for you. So now that makes you want to shut down because you don't want to hurt them. It's just so it makes you not want to talk.
Especially with men, like I'm not about to go to my buddy or friend or either my brothers and tell them, hey, I've been molested or something like that, or I've been drinking. I've been like they're not no sport either. You got to worry about them telling somebody else or looking at you another way, or that's just females. That's just anybody in general that it's just trust issues out here as far as telling people your stories. That's not professional. That
right. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but it's people being judgmental after you tell them, and using it later on down the line against you. That was my thing. If I tell you something, I'm not telling you for you to turn around and use it against me later on down the line. I'm telling you because I need to confide in you and I trust you. But people don't realize that. Even with kids, my kids, their generation is absolutely nothing like ours. Absolutely. And in my opinion, they are some punks. They can't take nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They can't take
like their whole world is crushed.
That's it.
I'm like, I'm gonna need you to suck it up.
Yes. Yes. They are I don't even know what the word is, but the smallest thing sets them off to a point where they feel like they just cannot function.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was growing up, I ain't got $10. Okay. Let me go find 15 cents or something. Go down to the candy store. But if they ain't got that, they think it's the end of the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't.
Yeah. So how did your experiences put you in the path of where you are now?
So I do life coaching. I actually speak a lot, at least 2 to 3 times a week. I have speaking engagements either at a rehab center, a church, or some other type of function. Rob does the same thing now. Rob, you just got an award though.
Did you? And he said he ain't had nothing to
I
talk
got a
about.
Trailblazer Award. Actually, I got a Trailblazer Award. I got a.
What was
Yeah.
the last one you just
I
got?
can't remember. What was
He
it?
said he had nothing to talk about, but you've been talking. And
Y'all
you
made
got an
me talk,
award.
but
And you got an award.
yeah, that was last year. But
And
yeah,
did that happen before or after I interviewed you?
that happened after you
Okay, so let's
interviewed
talk
me.
about that. What is
That happened after you interviewed me.
so? What was this
No, I was
award?
just a
Who gave
friend
it
of
to
mine,
you?
Montana. He does a lot of
Oh
community
yeah,
work.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
Reached out to me and he wanted to celebrate me. And yeah, he gave me a Trailblazer Award, and it was an honor. Somebody really see what I do out here in the community. Yeah, it was a blessing. So yeah, I really love. You know, I was at cafe with the gala, and I got an award from them. Please, y'all forgive me. I really can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I was
there, but I don't know.
There was a lot of people that does work in the community in our city that got awards. It was pretty much all men. Yeah, it was amazing that they noticed me as well. So yeah, it was a blessing.
So I had took a gentleman to the Katina Washington She event. She had a men's gala last year.
Yes.
And he had never experienced that before.
Yes.
And he was very impressed. He was like, I want this for my generation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's done. Like, and his twin brother was killed. He was shot. He just 24, and he's had all this horrible things that happened, but he could have obviously went in a different direction. But now he has a clothing line called Trench Hearted.
That's amazing.
Because he's like, you can make it from the trenches.
Yeah,
And
amazing.
but by him experiencing that, now he met, you guys know Wiz, right?
Yes.
So he was there. He was the one being honored, one of them to being honored. And I could tell that he related to him, and I was like, okay, you need to meet. Met him. He immediately said, didn't even see his clothes, and was like, you can put your stuff in my store.
Yes, yeah, Wiz.
And I'm like, damn, like, and that really impressed him. Now he's in 2 stores.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, Wiz is a good guy.
But for him to want to like honor, how did it make you feel by you being honored by your peer? Well, if we can mimic that for young people, for them, because it's always about competition, always what you got on. But instead of, hey, we're doing the same thing. Like, why can't we rock together?
I think a lot of kids these days don't get celebrated. They get more ridiculed than celebrated. They never had nobody like this hard for them. Like, especially back then, we didn't have, like, I had my father in my life. Now the kids these days, this generation don't have mothers or fathers. Like, they're like they friend, you know what I'm saying? So the respect is gone. It's like, it seems like the kids put more fear in the parent now than how we was back then.
Man, I was afraid of my mama.
Afraid of my mom, My mom was straight gangster. So yeah.
She will whoop your ass and say, "Do not cry. You better not cry.
Yeah,
You better
I see my mom
suck
whoop
it
everybody. Had her brothers and everybody. They grown. Everybody, the whole house crying. I was like, no. So yeah, I think nowadays it's just, I mean, the relationship between the parents and their kids is totally lost.
Absolutely. That's because the kids think they got more power than
But
what
the
they
parents
have.
get them that much power, though.
Well, no, actually, I believe it's the system.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
now
true.
these kids think they can just call CPS or call 911.
If we would have called CPS, we would have got our ass beat.
And
We're
they
calling
would've-
them in front of
Came
CPS.
back and still probably got it again and went right back. Yeah, so yes.
Yeah, that is not here at all.
Yeah, no, that's not now. That is not now. I mean, I got a 9-year-old grandbaby and YouTube is out of control for the kids too.
Yeah.
But we were in the store and my youngest daughter was with us and they mess around with each other all the time. But my granddaughter was walking in front of me and my daughter had pushed her a little bit, so she put her hand behind her back and was doing this. I'm like, what is that?
What is it?
I'm finna tell you. So I said, Skylar, what are you doing? And she was like, you don't know what this is, Granny? I was like, no. She said, the right person don't see it and know I'm in danger.
Oh wow.
And so, absolutely, and she sure got snatched up then. But I didn't know that was a sign for danger. And looked it up. That's what it is for kids. If you see a child doing that, it means they in danger.
Mama get you.
Yeah.
Wow, you been got snatched up. Didn't know what you get snatched up for.
Not at all.
Wow, I never knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's different. It's different. It's truly different.
Like I said, it has something to do with the music, social media.
Oh yeah.
Everything now is.
But even when you see young people even recognizing that it's bad, you know, like we talked about earlier, like we need to have programs that young people are running.
But you know what I hate, y'all? I don't know if you do it. I'm sorry. I hate that they gave these kids cell phones. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, little kids cannot stay off these phones.
Yeah.
Like, that is a major problem. Like,
yeah.
Yes.
You talking about what age you talking about?
6, 7, 8, all that. Kids should not have no cell phone.
Well, I disagree with that now. With the times that we live in, they at the bus stops, stuff happened at the school.
True. That part I understand.
Yeah, so
no, you're looking at something. These kids now, they're not just holding a phone for that.
They're on YouTube.
They're on everything.
They're on TikTok.
TikTok. No.
You find a child at Walmart just with the phone up on the shelf and they TikToking at any point now. It's just out of control, I think. But it's a new day and time. We done had nothing but Yogi Bear and Little House on the Prairie, stuff like that. That's what we used to watch.
I was named after Little House, the lady on there.
What?
Yeah, Melissa. One of them.
Which one was she?
Oh yeah, I can't think of what her name was on the show. I said I knew it. You ever watch that TikTok
with the lady?
Nelly.
No. It was
one of the daughters.
Was Laura's name really was Melissa?
Yes, I think it was
really
Laura.
Was.
Yep.
Yes. That was my show.
Yeah, ain't that some shit?
I love me some Little House on the Prairie. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry. I did. Yeah, I watched all the stories, Young and the Restless.
And we still watch that.
Yeah, all that.
Young and the Restless.
That's funny. Well, y'all doing great work.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's just
you do great work too, Melissa.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I love it. You know, you don't realize what paths you're gonna cross. And right now, I'm in the middle of these young men, and they look at me as a source of a safe space.
Yes.
And I'm gonna utilize that. Just like I told them the other day, like my nonprofit, I want to be run by young people.
Yes.
So I'm creating a framework. Whatever y'all need, let's do it. Just like with the young men want the young men's gala. All right, let's do it. P30 already said I could have it there. Like I don't want to be. We hear people say a lot. Oh, they're gonna do it. No, we gonna do it. Yes. Yeah, it's not what that is.
Definitely.
Well, if you need some help, let us know.
She's trying to be my assistant all the time.
She's everybody's assistant.
She's everybody's assistant.
Mother, assistant, everything.
When I have people come in here and meet me, she be like, "Oh, you here for Melissa? Okay, well that's her table right over there."
Yeah, your own table.
I know. I need a plaque on my table. That's what I need.
She got her own table and chair.
Wow. Yeah, if people are sitting here, she be trying to tell them to move.
Okay. Well, all right.
All I gotta say is, if Nicole ever opens this public, I'm buying all the stock in here.
It's a thing.
It is.
The atmosphere in here is on point.
She has created something very special.
Yes, absolutely.
It's nice. You feel great.
You feel what?
I feel great.
I thought he said I feel pretty. No.
That too. That too. Yeah, I do feel good. Yes, great tea. Yeah, come and get some.
Yes. So, any parting words? Like, so you said when is your book coming out?
In July, end of June, beginning of July is the goal. We have some other things working with the book. Those will be taking place in Atlanta. So we'll keep you posted on those. But other than that.
And your book is going to come out this year?
Yes, it will definitely be out this year.
And you're working on self-care at the moment.
Self-care, yeah. I got
how long you been off social media?
Since January.
Man, I don't even
yeah,
know.
I have been.
And do you plan to stay off?
No, I'll be back in 2 weeks, y'all. I'm just fasting. When the fast is
He gave
over,
y'all
I'll
away
be back.
for Lent.
I'll be back. Yeah, I didn't
Okay, y'all wait for Lent.
Y'all be
I didn't
back.
think Lent was in
But
January.
I'm gonna come back on there different, though.
Okay.
Y'all know me. I'll be on social media. I might say things out of character, but it really be true. But yeah, I'm gonna be on there more positive.
I think that's why probably Keanu and you all get along because he just be
You
saying
said
stuff.
more positive.
Yeah, I'll be positive.
You always
why
been
you just
positive.
can't be yourself?
I do. I'm be myself.
I feel like you've always been positive. You
Yeah.
just a straight shooter. Like
Yeah,
you gonna say stuff people are thinking but not gonna say.
Right. So yeah,
Well, I'm gonna keep on saying what I say.
Yeah, we know.
I'm gonna say what I want to say too, but it's just gonna be a more mannerable way.
And for why? Are you doing that for a
I
reason?
get backlash though,
Okay.
especially when it comes to women. But I don't understand it. For male, when a male says something, it goes totally left. But when the woman says the same thing that I says,
Yeah.
it's like it's different. Like, but
Say what you
but
want to
stay
say.
tuned though, because this male podcast is coming up, so we're gonna find it out on a male's point of view.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Then I got 3 events just this year I'm gonna do for us. Reaching Out Brothers Safe Summer Barbecue. I'm gonna do Metal Art on the Far East Side. That's gonna be in May. Uh, I'll be partnering with P30 June 29th. We're gonna shut everything down. We're gonna have an all block party. So that's gonna be amazing. Then I'll be in August. I'll be in Pathway with Councilman Lakeisha Jackson with her. And then I'm gonna do the Far East Side reunion, and that's gonna be it. So I talked to Melissa. So we're gonna say this nationally, live. This year will be Reaching Out Brothers' last year of community safe summer community barbecues.
Why?
By me. It's still going to go on, but it's time for me to pass it on to a younger generation. And that's what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to stop. I still want to be a part of it. But I really want to pass it down to some other young men that's out in our community doing this work.
I love it.
So, yes.
Hence will be Stack Over Shine.
Stack Over Shine.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it first. I want y'all to let's get together.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Y'all had it in my heart. I really want to pass it along to you guys.
Because they did in a community event
you guys
prior
did a
to yours
community
on their own.
last year in Dewberry Park, and it was so many young men and women out there. It wowed me.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
They were playing
Is that
kickball.
the one where the bounce house was at? Is that
No,
one?
no. This was the one that
they
so the
actually
guys
did
that was here
themselves.
yesterday, it's them that are
Yeah,
Stack
they
Over
did
Shine.
themselves. I got invited. Melissa connected me with them, invited me to there, and just to see so many young men and women come together, man, and wasn't an argument, wasn't nothing. Man. It just wowed me, man.
And they did all that themselves. So for 24-year-olds to think of the idea and actually execute it and nothing happened.
And they didn't have no big grill and nothing. They just had a DJ and they made it work. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it worked. Yeah. What was it? The ice cream? What was it?
Yeah, they had ice cream, little ice cream
I
part
ever
there.
had. The ice cream was so freaking good. I'm like, oh my god, it was just amazing. I commend them, man, and I just want to get with them, man.
I'm excited.
I want them to take over. I want them to take these safe summer community barbecues.
And they all about
take
the
it to another
level,
man. It's all about these young. It's all about our youth, man, and those young men really are impactful in the community with the youth. So with those are their age. We old, so we don't know.
Speak for yourself. I
was about to say
we're older. We're older. Y'all, we're older. Like we got other things to do. I mean, I'm still gonna be there. Yeah.
But it's nice to be able
to. Say
you
season with a little extra season salt. Say that.
I'm seasoned with Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, you
got
a little extra. I got extra. We just got a lot more extra than we used to have. So put it that way. But yeah, I'm really ready to just do something different. I just want to focus on more of me. I want to do more traveling. I want to do a lot more different stuff. So I just feel like pass it on. I'm still want to be involved in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But being able to pass something on and still be here to
Mhm.
see it
Yeah.
in somebody else's hands is amazing. A lot of times that happens when we're gone
Right.
and somebody steps in. So I love that you're doing that. So you still can be involved, but you can actually see your work. This is what I did it for, and now they're actually doing it.
So yeah, because when I first did it, what made me start doing it, like I said, a lot of people don't know, it was so much violence going on in our community on the Far East Side, man, between our own people, people that grew up together, went to school together. I mean, slept in the same bed, spent the night over each other's house. And when they got older, they started hurting each other, man, over a little corner, over little arguments and all that, man. And for me, I just knew I had a voice in my community. I tell people, I used to be a big part of the problem in my community. So now I just try to be the part of the solution. Yeah, I really just started just doing it in my neighborhood on Brentwood. So that's where it started. And yeah, that's where I got the vision from. And when it did as well as it did, true story nobody knows is when I got done in my barbecue, the first one I did on Brentwood, was a lady walked up to me and she was like, "You're the one. Like, you're the one that can save this community." Like, it was my first barbecue. The lady gave me a check for $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I knew that was God had a plan for me to do something more than just have it on there, man. So yeah, I've been blessed by doing it. God has blessed me to feed thousands of people over the years. So yeah, I'm blessed. So I just want to see somebody else blessed. That's all.
Amen. We proud of you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
They was arguing earlier.
And we go after this cut off. We gonna argue again.
He called me, "What's wrong? Why? I don't know what to talk about." And she threw it on me that I said you, and you was the one that invited him on.
Just to let you know, man, Melissa did say we was gonna call you out.
Okay. But that's not just having you here. We were supposed to do an interview anyway.
Yeah.
And I said, "You got to interview Rob too," and she said yes.
Of course.
Said, "Well,
I would never
let's
turn
do
it down
together."
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
It wasn't no problem.
Okay.
You said
We just said you was being slick, right? You put it. He called me like she said you.
Because he called me first.
You called me. Said, "What you doing?" Melissa wants to do a.
Then yesterday I was in here. You said, "How much am I paying you?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We know that's not happening.
Let me borrow $50.
Let me. Oh.
Me.
No. Okay. Sure.
He ain't gonna give it to me. Good night, y'all.
We leaving? We done?
Hey, you got something to say? Well, you can't say your Facebook because you're not on Facebook, so.
I know I ain't ready to see the episode.
Huh?
It won't.
I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I can see it. I can see all your stuff on YouTube. I got you subscribed. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Never mind. Good night, then, y'all. Now I gotta get my drink. Gotta go. Thank you.
This has been Our Generation with Melissa Shaw, where you've been educated, you've been empowered, and you've been inspired to come and get a drink.
It's butter.
So what drink does he have?
He has a can of apple.
Oh, I love the It's a little dark at the bottom.
Ooh, yeah.
And I have.
You have a vanilla cardamom.
Yes, with butter pecan.
And that has balance in it.
And his has butter, right?
This has staggering in it.
She gave me butter yesterday and I didn't know. She said I knew. Okay, yeah, we got cut.
She knew it was butter.
What cut?